How are you doing? We are live from Costa Rica. There is a sabbatical happening, and I'll show you where we are in just a second here. Just make sure that we got everything going like we need to. Might actually have some residual sound. There's some construction going on down the hill over there. But I just got out the pool, so I'm kind of chilling, and the wifey's doing some work. So I said, I'll pop on here and say hello. So there we are. Hello. Let me know where you are listening from. I'll show you where I'm broadcasting from in just a second, because I'm not normally outside with sunglasses on and a straw hat. But it is beautiful out here. Let me see. I'm going through all my little options here. I think I'm gonna start a poll. Give me a second here. Let's start a poll. Where are you on your financial advising career journey? Okay, so that's the question. Just starting. Well, on my way. Okay. Got the poll going. All right. And let's pin that. Just so people, oh, I don't think I can pin it. Interesting. All right. So we are in sunny Costa Rica. It is about 2:45. They are on the central standard time zone here, which is the same time zone I have back in Texas. But yeah, we're here let's see, this day 6. Got here on Sunday. The wifey came in on Monday. And so we're kind of chilling here, resting, calibrating for 2025. Last year I took a sabbatical, not to Costa Rica. Matter of fact, I didn't go anywhere. I stayed at home. And I learned my lesson is I have to leave the US because I otherwise will not unplug. That is just yours truly. That's how I roll. I'm not really good at making sure that I don't work when I'm not at home, or when I'm at home rather. So say hello. Let me know where you're listening from. I'll let you see. This is kind of where we're at. This is Costa Rica. Oops, hold on a second. There we go. It's Costa Rica. That's our backdrop. We wake up. The sun is over there and over my shoulder, over my hat rather, in the sunrise in the morning. And then over here is the ocean, and the sun sets over there. And so it's like a really, really beautiful spot. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we are chilling. So let's talk about the journey. I think there are a lot of things to know about the journey of a financial professional. I think if you're just starting, the best thing to know is your why. I've talked about this many times. You got to know, even if you're not career changing, right? What's the definition of a career changer? Well, this is someone that has had a prior career doing something other than financial advising. Could be anything. And then you decide, I want to take my Group 1, get my life and health license. I want to take my 6 or my 7, my SIE, or 65 or 66 or 63, whatever you choose to do, CFP, all the things. You start going down that path. It takes some years, of course, as you transition. That is the career changer. And then you have, which a career changer could be classified. I've had a prior career. You may have just done this in school or saw someone else that has done it, and that's the path you're going down educationally. And you start taking classes, you go to a school maybe known for that, and you do your major in that, and then you start doing all the other things that are along that path. I think in either case, you're best served to know your why. And your why is made up of just kind of, if you think about from a missional standpoint, from just a North Star standpoint, why are you doing this? Are you trying to help people understand their money story? Are you doing this to help people get out of debt? Are you doing this to help people build generational wealth? Are you doing this because you think you want to make a lot of money? Like, what are you doing it for? Like, I think all those are very, very important questions to ask yourself, just so you can have the correct motive going into this. And the reason why the motive is so important is because times get difficult, and those difficult times may cause you to rethink your decision to be a financial professional. You may start to find that the no's are a bit overwhelming. Not just no's from people that won't trust you to invest their money or help them with financial advice, but even kind of like the job search, right? You might want to work for an independent RIA, and they're like, no, you don't have any experience. You might want to work for a broker dealer, but you don't want to do sales. So like, there's all these different things that can happen. And I think having a really, really solid why is so important for this career. Now, let's say you get past that point and you have a solid why, right? You know why you're doing this, you're in school for it, or you're career changing and you're ready to do the thing. Well, I think the very next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do your research and start getting some education, some knowledge under your belt. And I kind of classify 2 types of knowledge here, okay? You have, first of all, the knowledge of solutions, which I think a lot of people kind of are already familiar with, even consumers of financial services. They know they should invest more, not spend as much as they make. They know they should get out of debt. They know they should have a diversified portfolio. They know they should have life insurance. Yeah, all those things. Those are solutions. But to get acquainted with a special group of people with a specific set of problems is where the real value exchange starts to happen. Because let's say you're working with people that are in Costa Rica. Like, there's a lot of expats over here, and they leave the U.S. Maybe they don't maintain a property anymore there. They sell everything. They come over here. Well, what problems is an expat in Costa Rica or any Latin American country, Central American country going to have? Well, for one, they're going to need to know what to do about taxes. Like, that's one thing, right? They're going to need to know about how to invest their money, right? Can they just open a brokerage account down here and start investing in the market with colones, or do they need US dollars, right? There's so much stuff, right? Do they want to maintain dual citizenship? That kind of stuff. So you could potentially be a financial professional that specializes in helping expats relocate to build or to live the life of their dreams, right? That could be what you do. Maybe you put that on your LinkedIn headline or something like that, right? Because there's plenty of those people. But what I'm getting at is instead of generically saying, I want to be a financial professional that helps people with, get out of debt or build generational wealth or whatever. What you do is you specialize in a specific group of people with a special set of problems, right? And this could be expats. Maybe they're teachers. Maybe they're military veterans. There's so many people, business owners that have a specific type of business, right? You could have expat business owners over here in Costa Rica. Like there's a lot of those people, right? We're in a little beach town called Tamarindo, and there's like, let's call it 1.5 miles, 2 miles of this really busy strip of just businesses, right? Some of them are locally owned, some of them are American owned. So you could easily specialize in helping those people with all kinds of stuff, like outsource CFO services. Just the sky's the limit. So after you start to understand your why, I think getting the proper amount of knowledge around specific problems, again, not just solutions. I think you do need to know solutions. I think, to me, I consider that like kind of like the bare minimum, let's call it table stakes. You really can't get too far without knowing how to open up a brokerage account or, helping somebody take out a life insurance policy, that kind of stuff. Like, literally, like, what are you doing? You have to, from a licensure standpoint, you're going to have to know those things. Sunglasses are a little dirty. Give me a second here. Just going to clean those off. But if you have questions about getting started, let me know down in the chat. Or once you hit up the poll and go ahead and say where you are. Where are you on, that was supposed to be on your, let's just do this. I misspelled some things. I'm just looking at that right now. Let's do that. Yeah, let me know where you are on your financial journey, your financial advising career journey. I'd be curious to know. Still in college, still figuring it out, don't know exactly what you want to do career-wise, don't know who to work for, just kind of figuring it out a little bit, which is all good. It's no problem doing that kind of stuff. It takes some time to kind of get things together and figure out your why sometimes. I would definitely say that for me, this is year 25 for me. There has been some figuring it out, right? There's several different shops that I've worked at, large shops, small shops. Now I own my own, but that doesn't have to be what you do. You could find a great home with a broker dealer, an independent RIA, a corporate RIA, any of these, a bank, an insurance company. You can find homes doing what you want to do, but it all goes back to that why. So after you figure out your why, after you start getting knowledge of the problem, and not just knowledge of the solution, I think the next thing, like kind of if I can give you just like 3 things, because there's a lot. I think the very next thing you want to do is you want to start to find your Mr. Miyagi. I'm a big fan of, or your Jackie Chan if you're a fan of the newer Karate Kid. What was it called? The Next Karate Kid or something? Maybe it's called The Karate Kid. I can't remember. But I'm old school. So back in 83, 84, Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita did Karate Kid. And Danielson, Ralph Macchio's character in that movie, needed to be taught how to defend himself. And so Mr. Miyagi taught him the art of self-defense karate. You got to find you somebody that will teach you this, because this is very much an apprenticeship type of career, meaning that You have to have someone that knows what they're doing and can bring you alongside and teach you the ropes, so to speak. Allow you to kind of peek behind the curtain. You're not going to learn this through a textbook or classroom education. It just doesn't work. Like, hopefully I'm back. I had a little Wi-Fi issue. What was I saying? Oh, you're gonna have to apply a little elbow grease, get a little dirt under your fingernails. You won't be. This is not the type of career where you will be able to just kind of sit back and watch somebody all the time. You're gonna have to put forth some effort, supervised effort, and then that person's gonna have to tell you, "Hey, could have did this a little differently. Let me show you a different technique." That kind of stuff. That's just kind of the nature of this, and that happens is an iterative process over time so that you could continue to sharpen your skills when it comes to this career. So I know that's a lot, but at the end of the day, if you want to be a financial professional, you can definitely do it. Very rewarding career, not just personally, but all the work you get to do with clients that, make them feel warm and fuzzy because you're moving the needle in a direction that they want to go when it comes to their money. That's super important. Like, that's why most people do this, is they want to help people not just be financially free, but live their life the way they want to. Whether it's trips like I'm taking right now, or it's spending more time with family, or traveling, all those things, taking care of aging parents, starting their own business, having that freedom of entrepreneurship, just really endless possibilities when you are giving really great financial advice, right? So that's my 2 cents. It's been about 20 minutes here, just about. Assuming that my Wi-Fi has been up the whole time. Maybe I'll pop back on here. I'm here for a few more days, so maybe I'll pop back on here at a different time for you guys. All right.